So yeah, these are some of the samples I'm going to be cutting very shortly. We've got this rough blue corundum, aka rough blue sapphire. We got this other material. It looks like very, very rough corundum. You can see the red gem banding with the blue. This is a very, very large, rough ruby. I know it doesn't look like much, but you see that big blue gem band running down it. Uh, I don't know if I want to cut that because it's fully intact. And I don't know its full value and rough weight and any of that. Who knows after things are cut and the experts look at them. Full disclaimer, I'm not, any kind of full-throated expert after things get cut. I mean, I can identify a lot of rocks in the rough. Some of them I'll trip up on. This and this are part of the same type of rock. I originally thought it was some kind of sheen sapphire. It's very, very hard, but it might be something in the microquartz family or agate family. I'm going to cut some of it, but mainly going to cut these, and that's going to happen very soon. This is a form of aluminum. It's some kind of aluminum that got silicated, but it's a mineral form of aluminum. I forget the name of it offhand. This is this is some kind of laced quartz or laced agate of some sort. And this is very cool because this is the mica, but you can see all the blue and red. Like a lot of it has been, and I thought it was really cool because you can see the process of the layers of the alluvial mud that got cooked. But because there was a lot of other impurities mixed in, you have the banding from the titanium and rhodium, and it's actually, I think it's chromium or chromate, and other things like lead, they give it the red. Lead and mercury, they give it red. Some red is cinnabar, but anyway, I just wanted to show like a beforehand of the ones I'm going to cut, most likely in the next few days. I'll be pieced together into one video, but I don't want to cut any of the real super high-end stuff or anything that's like fully intact or anything like that, because it has more value whole as like a specimen, especially because I'm amateur at learning how to cut. So I want to cut this awesome piece of corundum down because I think it's starred inside. But anyways, stay tuned. Peace. And the video will probably continue, because I think I'm piecing them together. But anyways, take care. Well, hey, all you happy lost souls. How are y'all doing out there? Thank you guys for your continued support. The channel is growing. The video probably started out with me showing these rocks before they were cut. This is them after they're cut. And then you'll see some clips playing out of me and my dad actually cutting them down. I have this little sponge brush here that I had soaked with water because it's very hard to see the cuts because they're covered in the dust, the silicate and the aluminum oxide dusts. But we wet them a little bit. You can really see the gem banding in this rough corundum. And this material tests very hard, and that's why I cut down most of these. Like none of them leave marks on tiles. They'll slice the tile. So you'll literally see them leave scratch marks in the tile or not leave anything. You don't want them to leave a mark. If they leave a mark, you're dealing with something softer. But they'll literally scratch lines into the tile that won't rub off. So you can use the back. It's a better test, but I'm not going through all that because I have a lot of videos of that already. Testing hardness. I'm also ordering a more accurate hardness tester. Like I've tested a lot of the cheap ones, but maybe order one that's in the $100 to $200 range. They're a little bit more precise. Trying try to paint that one for you. And guys, I know I get comments all the time. My Blair Witchy, jittery camera style. I know I'm a one-man operation. Hopefully, as the channel grows, that'll change a bit. So I cut samples of a lot of them. Here's the blue stuff, and the blue stuff color changes a lot. But whatever stone this is, its gravity, its weight, and its properties really seem like aluminum oxide. It's got a lot of these pittings. I thought it was some kind of agate or possibly the blue chalcernia or calcernia, however you pronounce that word. All right, it's a type of agate or quartzite that has some calcite running in it. But sapphires, in all their impurities and pittings and their little, facial impurities on the stone, on the cleavage, will pick up calcite a lot. So you see a lot of this calcite running through the rock. But I really love the way this catches the light, and I can polish this down and I can make little moons out of it. And I think I'm going to make a blue moon pendant or some kind of thing for the contest giveaway that'll be happening shortly. So this tests very hard, around 9. And passes the scratch tests. But full disclaimer, I'm not a certified gemologist. I went to college, and my background and all my labs are in geology, and I've learned a lot, and I'm constantly learning. I'll get things wrong along the journey. But mainly I put out information as a guide. It's not like everyone's got their own forms and ways to research now, especially with AI and smartphones, and just maybe these are ideas that you haven't thought of before, and then you can research them deeply. I'm not a scientist or anything like that. I'm an amateur archaeologist / geologist who has an interest in rock hunting and in hounding. That's why my channel is out there for entertainment more so than it is for education. I hope you gain valuable pieces of information out of it, but I'm an autodidact. I'm just addicted to learning. So that's really what it is, more so than anything. And I'm going to learn and find things along the way. I'm not locked into anything, especially on the archaeological side, because the more you dig, the more discoveries that are found, the more things are changed. I mean, here's some of those older points. I'm not going to digress off to the artifact point too much, but these are very reminiscent to the points found at Meadowcroft, which date back to like 17,000 years. Anyway, I digress. This piece is really interesting because it's that mica piece with all the gem banding in it. And the front of my house, ironically, is made out of this stuff because it's very pretty. You can see all the blue and, the titaniums and mercury and chromiums and different things that have turned that red, and the metals running through it. But this is schist, mica schist that has become sapphired, essentially. It's very hard to get it to stand up here to show you. Maybe I'll lean it on this other one. Yeah, we'll do that. And hopefully the sponge is wet enough still. Let's see. To get, after you cut them and then polish them, hand polish them, or use finer tools like little Dremels, I'm still learning about all this. You got to use like, you can use spearmint oil. You can even use like avocado oil or light oil or Vaseline, very little amount, and rub it to get all that dust off. The silicate dust and aluminum oxide dust are not water soluble, so you'll just put water on them and they'll look the same way. In a couple minutes after the water dries, they'll be all dusty looking again. So yeah, but you can see the serpentine and that schist with all that beautiful sapphiring running through it. So different points of this stone are going to test at different hardnesses. The schist will come up, that green stuff. That green stuff will come up as like a 7, 6.5 on those little testers. And then when you get into the blue and red, it'll shoot up to 9 or even 10 on those cheap testers. But you see the banding, the blue and red banding. And there's a lot of metals in this too. Remember, the sapphire and stuff forms out of the alluvial mud and the aluminum content in that. And what's neat is you can see all the little layers of when this was mud, and then that metamorphic process of heat and pressure turned it into stone. But you can really see the gem banding in it right there. Anyways, the video will continue. You'll see the couple little clips of us sawing. Here's our big badass wet stone saw here by Ryobi. It's a 7-inch one. It went through all the corundum and all that agate and all that stuff like butter, like nothing. So I want to throw out a strong endorsement for that. We got another shelf, so we're going to construct that to further build our rock room and artifact room. And I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how long it's going to be before I get better at the videography part of it and having better, steadier hands. I get excited when I explain this stuff, so I really just I apologize, and I'll try to get better at it. Anyways, guys, these are some of the better ones that I'm not going to cut because I'm not experienced enough, and some of them are still in their full faceted shape. Anyways, guys, please subscribe, and I want to thank you all. The rest of the video is just going to be sawing. You can see the saw in action. Anyways, I just like to keep content going so you know I'm still alive and kicking. And, you know, keep following along as I grow and learn more. I can hopefully learn more with everyone else. And, yeah, I'm not first of all, anyone that claims to be an expert, especially in a field like archaeology or geology, where there's giant gaps of time missing and giant discoveries made that rewrite things all the time, you have to stay flexible in your thought and open-minded and use critical thinking skills, and hopefully along the way you can learn and teach new things and find new discoveries. So stay tuned for more, and I love y'all. And this room is a mess, but it's getting there. Everything is a work in progress. Life is a work in progress. Stay safe, guys. Please subscribe, and stay tuned for more information on the giveaway as we get towards 2,500 subscribers. It's happening very quickly. Shout out to all the friends that help. You will never be forgotten. And just shout out to all you open-minded adventure seekers. You're pioneers of discovery. You never know what you're going to find out there. So again, guys, stay safe. And if you're lost, stay happy. It's in those moments you can find your true self. And stay tuned for more. Peace.